Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian from Ridgeback Productions, and I help beginning voiceover talents grow their business and generate income. In this video, I'm going to be doing a Fiverr gig review for a gentleman named Mark. Gosh, I keep kicking the camera. Maybe don't kick the camera so much. This one was kind of cool because Mark reached out to me and we chatted a little bit before he ordered the actual review. And it's nice when talents come back. I've said this in previous videos before. You can definitely order yourself a Fiverr gig review or any profile gig review for any platform you want, actually, just by clicking on the link down below, just in the YouTube description. You fill that out, a couple questions, we get in contact and we figure it out, and I'll do a review of your profile, give you some suggestions. And that's what Mark was looking for. And he reached out to me, asked me a couple questions about some things, and then he came back, which I love that. Take action. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're even considering the option of having me look over your stuff to give you my feedback, it's worth it. It's very cheap, as the birdies would say.
It's cheap, but it's good.
And it's, you get some valuable content, you get some valuable information, as you're going to see in this video, because you're going to see exactly what Mark is getting for his money.
Of course, it's not for you.
So it might not apply 100%, but it does apply a little bit. All right, so without further ado, let's have a look at Mark's Fiverr gig and see what we got going on. All right, here we are looking at Mark's Fiverr gig, and I like to have a look at the title. Actually, a little background on this. So the way that it works is I don't really look at the gig ahead of time. I pull it up, I get ready for the recording, and not all of them get posted on YouTube. I've been asked that before, can I get a gig review without it going on YouTube? Yes, actually most don't.
Thank goodness.
About 80%, maybe even 90% lately, don't go on YouTube because I just don't have the time to fully post everything. And some talents, unlike Mark is okay with it. Some talents just don't want me to post it on YouTube, and I am fine with that. No problem at all. Either way, you do get a video. I'll send you a link to the video that you can watch, or I just send you the link to the YouTube video, just like I'm doing for Mark here. All right, so let's take a look at this. I haven't seen it ahead of time. I like some fresh eyes, some fresh outlook of what I'm thinking. So the buyer's perspective is kind of the way that I'm going at it. If a buyer was looking at this for the first time, this is my thoughts on what they would see. All right, so we're looking at title, I will record a professional American male voiceover. It's great. It's got the three elements that we're looking for. It's looking for where you're from, what gender are you, and what do you do? He's American, he's male, and voiceover. You can add some adjectives and descriptors in there. He puts professional, there's conversational, there's a ton of other things you can put. But for the most part, you definitely want to identify where you're from, what gender are you, and what do you do, because that's very important for the buyer to know. Great job, Mark. Looking at your summary, I can see that you're doing $10 for 100 words. Okay. Depending on where you are in your business will determine what I feel, my opinion of what you should be charging. I can see that Mark is a level 2. This is kind of Fiverr's new way of how they framing things. It's kind of neat. Mark has 155 reviews, and they're all 5.0. Good on you, my man. That is excellent. So based on you being a level 2 with that many reviews, I think you're completely warranted to charge more. Absolutely, you could definitely charge more. And $10 for 100 words is not charging a lot, actually. You could, by rights, charge more. So, it's a conflict, because I know that what you're looking for, Mark, is you're looking to drum up your business a little bit. So it's a little bit tricky because it depends. Like, there's two different ways to go about it. And this will apply to anyone. If your Fiverr business is slow and you're just not getting the amount of orders that you want, the best way to do that is entice more people to click on you by lowering your rates. Okay, so you could lower your rates. Now, Mark, if you want to drum up more business and get things rolling and get a lot more orders coming in, then that's what I would recommend, is lower your rates. However, I don't know that I would drop $10. I'd keep it maybe at $10, but then up your word count to 200 words, 300 words. So it looks like it's more appealing, and a buyer's going to get They can order from you and not have to pay so much, I guess is what I'm saying. And that's always a good tactic. I mean, it happens in all businesses. lower your prices and all of a sudden the work starts coming back in. So if that's the goal, is to get more work, then I would highly recommend doing that. That said, I'm sure there's going to be some more things that we can find that we can improve on. I could probably do this honestly with my gigs and find the exact same errors. I mean, they're just common errors. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, cool. Let's move on. I like your thumbnail. Thumbnail is strong. You're looking at me, eye contact. You got a smile. It's not very professional looking thumbnail, if I could be totally honest with you. And one recommendation that I give all the time is for about $5, $10, maybe even more. I don't know. It's been a while since I've done it. You can hire somebody on Fiverr to make you a thumbnail. And like I said, I think it's like somewhere between $5 and $15. And it is so worth it because you're going to get some great quality options. I'm not saying this thumbnail is bad, Mark. I do like it. And it could be far worse, but it could also be better. And for $10, $15, you can get a high quality one. And I actually am not very good at making thumbnails, so I hire on Fiverr all the time. And Fiverr likes that. Fiverr likes when you're an active user, whether you're a seller or you're a buyer. When you're a buyer, Fiverr likes that. They'll reward you for that and put you better in the searches. I mean, it's good. They like when you're using and taking advantage of their service. And you're going to hear me saying that a lot in the video because that really applies to all these reviews, is take advantage of what Fiverr is offering.
I suggest you take advantage of it.
So I would do that, $10, $15, get yourself a nicer thumbnail that is a little bit more eye candy. The actual picture of you is great, but I'm sure a graphic artist can do better with this text and just make it just pop out more. So I think that could definitely help, and that would be so worth you doing, 100%. All right, I'm going to click on your thumbnail, and what I want to hear is a demo reel. I want to hear options of what you can do. So if I'm a buyer, I want to hear, okay, well, what does he sound like and what are the different things he can do?
Making your life easy is what Provident Credit Union.
Strong start. It is a video. I should have mentioned that. It definitely needs to be a video. If you don't have a video demo reel, you are losing out. I believe Fiverr, last time I checked, it was like you're 67% more likely to get hired if you have a video demo reel. So you got the video part. Let's see if it's a demo reel though.
Is all about. Like our Super Reward Checking. It's absolutely free checking with one of the highest interest rates in the nation.
I'm just going to guess that it's not. This is a 30-second spot. Why would your demo reel only be 30 seconds? I bet this is just a 30-second ad.
Plus, you'll get ATM rebates, so you can use any one of our many Bay Area locations.
It is.
Online to Provident CU, Super Reward Checking from...
Okay, so demo reel. That's your move, Mark. You got to change that to a demo reel. What's this next one?
It's where families come together, where adventures are shared.
You see, your demos are good. Is this a minute-long demo, or what do we got?
And where new friends are made. Come together again. Rediscover Disney World Orlando. First Citizens Bank.
Oh, it's a demo reel. Good on you. Boom, Mark. I love it. Okay, so here's what you need to do. Use this. This needs to be your first spot, Mark, not that other one. This needs to be your first spot, and this needs to be the video, not this one.
Making your life easy.
Okay, so you did
is what Provident Credit Union.
You did good on a couple things. You got a video for your first spot, which is great. Your thumbnail is first, so it's viewed when a buyer looks at the gallery, they see your thumbnail. When they hover over your image or play it, it goes into a video. Done, done, done. You did excellent, Mark. But what I want is I want that video to be your demo reel, not a 30-second spot. Turn this
Cares about small business owners like me.
entire demo reel into a video, and then you are like sitting pretty. That's the move right there. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm going to scan through your demo reel, and I want to hear, does it vary? Like, does it sound the same? Does every spot sound the same? Are you offering the buyer variety?
Where families come together. Come together at small business owners like me. And when we they didn't abandon us. P-loans and turning around. The PlayStation 5. Games for the whole family.
Okay, so I'm hearing a little fluctuation, which is good. The first two spots honestly sound pretty similar, but this one.
The PlayStation 5.
your PlayStation 5, you're a little bit higher up in your register, and that's a little higher and more energy. That's good. That's what we want. We want it. Sorry, I keep kicking the camera. Lo siento, camera. I'm so sorry.
What? What'd you say to me?
What we want to do is we want to give options to the buyer. And so far, you're giving some options. Yeah, the first two are a little close, but that's not too bad.
Games for the whole family, like A2K, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Boys, it's like to kill things. It's okay. He's totally normal.
I like that. This spot might lead off your demo. It's got some personality in it, and that's a good one. I'd lead with personality all the time.
Totally. Experience the comfort you demand and the performance you require.
Okay, I would redo this. You got a good little niche here of like the cool, like just chill dad next door. That's a good thing. I'd slide them around a little bit. This is really good. It's a great demo. Did you record it yourself or was this professionally done? I've got to know. Okay, so excellent. What do we got here? A picture of you. I don't want a picture of you. I've already seen a picture of you. If you're going to add an image that just is selectable, make it an image that says something with text on it about how to order or your process or a picture of highlight reviews, something else. Don't waste a spot that you can click on with the exact same picture that is already seen in 1-2 spots. And then you give me just a picture I can make large of it. I mean, you're a handsome guy, Mark, but I think I've seen quite enough of you. Let's add something else besides a picture of you. So we got a couple things. Hopefully you're taking notes or go back. I'm not going to review through the whole thing, but you got some work that you can do here, and I think that would help you. And let's be honest, I think a big one for you could be, let's get a professional thumbnail done that really makes this text pop out a little bit. And I think that's going to be a big one for you. That could help a whole lot because it's the first thing that a buyer sees and you want that to just bang, pop out. All right. About the gig needs to be about the gig and not about you.
Hello, I'm Mark. I'm full-time and it's going to be, my goal is to provide the best one.
All right. I don't dislike this, but I would make some changes here. If the buyer gets this far and they're reading about the gig, they want to read about the gig, not about Mark, and it's kind of about Mark. I'll give your script the attention it deserves. That's about them. And then you go into what you'll do. You got a list of how to order. Okay, this is all good. This is good too. This should get moved into about the seller. And then let's add a big section about how you're going to service the buyer. How are they going to feel when they work for you? What's your process? How much do you care about their order? What are you going to do for them? What's the best way to contact you? Let's go into detail. Let the buyer read your about this gig and feel like you have everything under control that you're going to help them out. Okay, language, mail, it's good. Your purposes. I don't know that I would use phone system IVR. I think because you only get 3 purposes, use a different one, man. Use like YouTube's a good one. Like so many people post their social media stuff and advertisements on YouTube. Put YouTube as a purpose or switch it around. You know, these are just tactics that you would use if you're in Mark's situation, talking to you, Mark, and everyone else. If you're in this situation when you got to make adjustments to see what's working, one of the things you can adjust is your purpose to see if that helps you bring in more sales. And I definitely keep video narrations, the number 1 selling voiceover purpose on Fiverr, but play around with like commercial, YouTube, video game. I mean, I see you have phone. I'd play around with those and see if that helps you. And by play around, I don't mean change it. And if it doesn't work in a week, then give up on it. Like you have to give it time. Write down your analytics. You got to keep track of all your changes and see what works and what doesn't work. You got to give it the test of time sometimes. It's good. Tones, calming, casual, corporate, energetic. You can have 5 tones and you only have 4. I think one of them even says conversational, man. You got that in spades. Put conversational as one of your tones. 1 hour response time. Excellent. This is a great about the seller. Well done. Okay, your order details. I don't really like to pick apart pricing for this. I just like to see that people have options, and I love that you have the options. They look great. Good. All right. You can have 10 FAQs. You only have 4 FAQs. Again, Fiverr likes it when you take full advantage of what they're offering. So let's take all the FAQs and fill them out, okay? You can have 10. Take any question that a buyer might have about your service and make it an FAQ. What about any of these? What does file split mean? What if I need an additional revision? Can I get background music with my order? What if I'm in a hurry? Do you offer extra fast delivery? Yes, I do. I offer queue jumping. My ad's going to be run national. Is there an upcharge for that? Actually, yes, there is. I charge national use, okay? So you need 10 FAQs. Fiverr likes it when you use everything that they're offering you and you're not, okay? So you're not using all 10. Fill out all 10. And it helps the buyer because honestly, it's nice when there's FAQs. Even when I'm online shopping, if I have a question, it's nice when I see FAQs because sometimes they apply to me. And Fiverr definitely feels that it's important that buyers have that option to see that, and you're not providing it. So fill that out. And Fiverr will that's a tongue twister. Fiverr will reward you for filling out everything. Okay, we got some reviews. Great. And finally, tags, right? Because Fiverr, when a buyer's searching for a seller, the 3 areas that Fiverr scrubs through for words is your title, your gig description, and your tags, okay? Your title is great. Your gig description is too short. Let's add some content about how you're going to service the buyer. And then the third spot it checks is your tags. And you should have 5 tags, which would help maximize your exposure and being found, and you only have 4, okay? Commercials, voiceover, e-learning, video narration. Okay, when it searches the title, the gig description, and the tags, it's looking for unique words. So your tags should not repeat any words that are in your title or gig description, and your tags do. Commercial is already in your gig description, voiceover is in your title, e-learning is in your gig description, and video narration is one of your purposes. So you got 4 out of your 5 tags, and none of them are going to help you because they're all repeats of words that you're already using. I know it's frustrating. Honestly, I wish they had a Fiverr tag generator for us, but they don't. So see if you can come up with some unique tags that apply to you and your service and what you can offer and how you're going to make the buyer feel that are not in your title or gig description. All right, cool. Let's go up to the tip top and then don't stop. What's your big takeaway? Your big takeaway, honestly, what I would do is I would just invest in a thumbnail. Pay to get a real professional thumbnail. And I think that's going to help you tremendously. After you do that, switch your second demo, which is your demo reel, and your first one so that your first spot, because the first spot should always be a demo reel and it should be a video. Okay, so you did it right with a demo with a thumbnail that's a video, but you missed the demo reel part. The most important part is the demo reel because you want buyers to hear what you can do. It's not about hearing them hear different spots like, oh, wow, he did a Honda. Ooh, wow, he did a cereal commercial. Oh, wow, he did Disneyland. It's not, the brand isn't what sells it. What sells it is the range, is that they can hear you do different things. And when you have range and they can see that you're adaptable to do different things, you're more likely to get hired because it shows you can actually do things. When I hear a demo reel that it sounds the exact same all the way through, even though I could tell it's 5 different spots, that means nothing because to the buyer, it all just sounds like because it's all the same. They want to hear a certain thing. If you don't catch them in that first 5 to 10 seconds, you don't want them clicking off because they're like, okay, well, I guess that's what that person sounds like, and I'm not interested. You want to go into immediately after 10 seconds, you're into the next spot, and they're like, oh, shoot, this sounds different. Okay, hold on. Let's see what else he can do or what else she can do. All right, that's important. Boom. That's how we do it. Nice. I want to thank you for reaching out to me, Mark. I hope you got a lot out of that. Honestly, if you took some notes there, you got a lot of work that you can do on your gig. I like it. Overall, it's pretty awesome, but I think with just these small changes, and it's small changes whether you're brand new to Fiverr or small changes whether you've been on the platform for 3 years like Mark. You know, these little changes can make a huge difference to your business. It's all about the growth and just constantly working on your craft, and I can help you with that. If you would like a gig review as well, go down into the description below, click on that, fill it out. I'd be happy to give you a gig review as well. It'd be my absolute pleasure. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you could take a moment to like, subscribe, and drop me a comment below on your thoughts. What are you thinking about this? Do you like Fiverr? Is there another platform that you prefer? Do you have any questions or concerns? Drop those in the comments. I'd be happy to respond, and I am there for you. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and we'll catch you next time in the next video. See ya!